Hello, I am Dr. Rajendra Gurdikatti, a writer based in Shimoga city in Karnataka. Today, I am going to give a note on Vachana Sahitya, a literary form in Kannada literature. At the beginning itself, it is better to know what this particular term, what this particular word Vachana means. In Kannada, this word Vachana has three meanings. It is mainly used in three meanings. The first one is what it is said. That means a statement, a speech, a talk. This is the first meaning. The second one is a promise, giving promise or making promise. It is also called Vachana. The first meaning is a speech, a talk, and the second meaning is a promise. The third and significant meaning is it is a name of a form of a literature. What I am going to talk about. That is called Vachana Sahitya. So the third meaning, it is very significant to note that the third meaning is the combination of the earlier two meanings. What are the two meanings, earlier two meanings? The first one is a speech and the second one is a promise. This Vachana Sahitya, a Vachana is the combination of a speech and a promise. A Vachana is a speech, a statement made with a promise by a Vachanakara. I mean the writer of Vachana. This is the very important point to note about the significance of Vachana. The second point I have to explain is its a multi-formal usage. A Vachana can be read easily like a piece of prose. It can be read. A Vachana can also be recited like a modern poem. A Vachana can be read, it can be recited. Moreover, it can be sung like a song by a singer melodiously. All these forms may be done effectively, not namely. So this is the another point we have to note about Vachana. Here, let me give you one example, one Vachana. I am not going to present it in all these three forms. Just I will present it in one form, that is reciting like a poem. Let me recite that Vachana. This Vachana is composed by the driving force of Sharana movement, Vachana movement of 12th century, Basaveshwara, who is popularly known as Basavanna in our Karnataka. Now the Vachana. The rich will make temples for Shiva. The rich will make temples for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? The rich will make temples for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? My legs are pillars. My legs are pillars. My body is the shrine. My legs are pillars. My body is the shrine. The head is a cupola of gold. The head is a cupola of gold. Listen, O Kudala Sangama Deva. Listen, O Kudala Sangama Deva. The immovable is mortal. The immovable is mortal, but the movable is immortal. The movable is immortal, immortal, immortal. This is how a Vachana can be recited. At the end of my speech, let me tell you, if you anybody ask me what is the unique feature of your Kannada literature? Without any doubt, without any hesitation, without any dilemma, I will tell the Vachana Sahitya is the unique feature of our Kannada literature. Let me tell you how. We have many forms of literature in our Kannada. Short story is there, lyric is there, play is there, novel is there, everything is there in our Kannada. But all these are not the unique features. It is because similar to these forms are available in the surrounding languages also, Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil, Marathi and so on. But similar to the Vachana form is not available in these languages. By this point of view, let me conclude my talk with the statement that Vachana Sahitya is the unique feature of our Kannada literature. Thank you.